praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shema, Shah, Bashim, Zakadash. The Durban service, passing peace, you guys miss up on the achievements of Shema to hope for like Israel. And I'm going to send this on a lesser topic, but I'm still finding it very interesting nonetheless about the whole Epstein Files thing, which in my opinion, the Epstein Files is nothing more than a fucking distraction. But it goes to show you, because like what? From what I've seen so far and heard in these Epstein Files, so you got a ton of people going over it. There's no Jakes. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's Jakes in there, right? But we're talking about in positions of power, in positions of those that are actually controlling this shit and moving things. There's no Jakes in those positions of power, those high level positions. All of these people that were looked at as good, and what do they all have in common? What do all of those people in charge of all that child sex trafficking and fucking ritualistic shit, what do all those people have in fucking common? They're all Edomites. Obviously you have some heathen mixed in there, but I'm talking about the people that's in fucking charge. Esau, the devil, and the evil, vile piece of shit actually being revealed for what he actually is. Just that. And this is what we've been warning. Now, the vast majority of niggas don't really give a fuck about any of these type of things. But this goes to show you that this nigga who pushed himself as a good person, a benevolent monarch, and an angel of light is actually a complete fucking vile piece of shit. And we've already gone into, what Esau wants to do. He wants to get his blessing, right? And you have all this shit going on in the fucking dark. What else and that's only the tip of the iceberg. What else do you think is going on in the fucking dark? What else do you think this nigga's planning? Because once again, they wouldn't have released some shit like that if it wasn't controlled and or if they didn't have something else up their fucking sleeve. So that's why I believe it's a fucking distraction, because they can afford to release that information. Because it's not necessarily too damaging to them. They're willing to sacrifice that. But this is what we've told, and now the heathen already knew about all this shit. Well, I won't say they knew about it. They knew that the so-called white man was a fucking evil piece of shit. Maybe not necessarily about all of this. They had Nicolas Maduro in there talking about that, how the niggas at the top were into some satanic ass shit. This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. And like what? Everything is being revealed, from secrets to to fucking everything is laid out to how Esau engineered the fall of relationships. And I think there was some bank that got I think it was a bank, but there was some fucking bank that got I don't know if it was a bank. But there was some huge fucking organization that's in the financial sector that's very well known that got outed for fucking manipulating silver, for fucking dumping. So all of the evil shit that's been going on in the background is now being revealed. And everything is being laid out bare, just like scripture said. Notice Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, which is America. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take millstones, grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. And when you go into that, flipping up your skirt, that's something, you flip up your skirt, you're revealing the things that you wanted to keep hidden underneath, because obviously you wear concealing clothing. Why? Because you don't want people to see the goods. But here in America, the Lord he tossed up that fucking skirt. So now all of the shit that all of those so-called goods, which they really aren't good, but all of those things that America wanted to keep hidden are now revealed. And once again, this is just the tip of the iceberg, and there's nothing, like, everybody kind of already knew that there was some evil satanic shit going on, right? Like, you hear like the shit going on the internet, but like when you go into your everyday life, people aren't really that too concerned, because people kind of already knew, like, but this goes to show you like all the damn child sacrifice, fucking consuming infants, having fucking child farms where they'll have women that will give birth to children, and children who are not registered with the government, children that you've never known, whose specific job is to pleasure these niggas and to adhere to their fetishes and kinks. And it's an indescribable number because, like, what? These are people who have power. They're people who have resources. They're people who have influence. So, literally, only the Lord knows how many people that have gone unregistered within the government. They have never seen the light of fucking day, that's been chained up in these goddamn sex arenas. It's a complete, just like that whole thing with Trump with that damn party, right? The average, because you had some people that literally couldn't fathom, how is it that you have these rich niggas that are fucking that are wearing these goddamn dog masks and shit and engaging in all this revelry. These rich, how is that? The average nigga literally can't fucking fathom how that shit goes down. How are they doing this? So when you go into they're not, I'm not going to call them elites because they're not fucking elite. They're just thieves with a lot of money. And we take a look into America, thieves, scamming niggas, thieves can make a lot of money. So they're not elite just because they're fucking thieves. They're not elite just because they've killed and murdered and stole their way to the fucking top of a society in which they fucking built. And really, our people built it, but these niggas are in control of it. So you know what I mean? But they live in a completely different world from the average fucker. So it's not a small world either. These niggas live in a completely different universe from the average fucking American. But this is the man. This is the nigga. This is who the so-called white man is behind that suit, just like with that dog mask, right? They were wearing fancy garbs and clothing. But you already know what they were doing. They were complete fucking animals. And behind that fancy suit is a goddamn beast man, a fucking caveman. And we told you. Just like everything going down the drain with America, we fucking told you. And this is mainly to Jake, because what? Jake constantly want to rebel as they've always done. They constantly want to rebel because they think they know what's best. Let's see. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. Thy shame. Joe Biden is a part of that too. Got retarded president. Even though, it's all planned. But there are certain things that they don't want happening, that they don't plan for. Right? I will take vengeance. I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. And our God, like scriptures say, the Lord shall fight for you and you shall hold your peace. Our God is the one that's doing all this. He's the one that's bringing down America. And I was about to say slowly, but it's not necessarily slowly. It may seem slow to us, but to be honest, when you go into January, the first month of the new year, a lot of shit happened. And there's been a lot of, I want to say, some pivotal events that's been happening specifically in the new year months than the past few years. But our God, and this is him fighting. This is him fighting for us. Because there's no way in Hades that we could have ever expose any of this. The Lord has caused certain things to happen where all this different information comes out. There's no way we could have done it. We can't. Our people are fucking finished. We can't fight on our own. We need Yahweh Shema Shai. And this is an example of that, because once again, it's distractions and all, but it's showing you who the so-called white man really is. All these niggas at the top who are, who think that they're better than everybody else, fucking sacrificing chickens to Moloch and shit like that. And if they know about these rituals, and they know, the sacrifice, to these different heathen idols and heathen gods. And correct me if I'm wrong, but where is Moloch? From my knowledge, Moloch, it's a Moabite god, and that's mainly featured in the Bible. These niggas know about the scriptures. They know who we are. They know who they are. And they're doing this shit because they have a goal in mind to take the world, to become what they would consider to be gods. But just some thoughts on that. And once again, Yahweh Shemal Shai is fighting for our people. And this whole thing is just I guess I want to say maybe a sign, or it's a piece of that, I mean, like, take a look at what's going on all over the world, by the way. Not necessarily this, but I just found it interesting because, like I said, this is revealing who this nigga is, who he really is. And the Lord is going to make sure the whole world, everybody knows that this nigga is an evil piece of shit. And like what? When you go, Trump is an example. He gave these niggas a green light to murder people. There you go. He don't give a fuck about you people. And now here you have all of his cronies and his friends are all fucking goddamn baby molesters. And what his friend, that nigga Netanyahu, that nigga's a fucking war criminal. How is it that this so-called benevolent man is surrounded by such heinous individuals? What's that saying? Birds of a feather flock together. Well, if all of his friends all of his cronies, all these people that he's worked with or are working with have have such skeletons in their closet, what the fuck do you think he's hiding behind his door? But you see how fucked up these people are. Take a look at your economy. These are the evil niggas that's overcharging you people with taxes and all this shit. You wonder, well, why is this happening? What the fuck is going on? Well, number one, America's going down the drain. Number two, you have an evil Transylvanian vampire ruling over you. But that's pretty much it. Hope is edifying. This is what here we have no continuing city, and our people are happy with the fucking crumbs. But hope is edifying. So all praises going on to Yahweh Shema Shah Bashim Gakdash. The boss of the teacher of the minister of truth. Shalom to hope like Israel and instruction battle on great America.